Nigerian Institute of Soil Science (NISS) is an agency under the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. It was enacted by the National Assembly and signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari on the 3rd of February 2017. The institute is charged with the responsibility of regulating the profession of soil science in Nigeria, providing scientific basis for enhancing and sustaining productivity of soil resources in the country. NISS is empowered to establish, to promote soil and fertilizer testing facilities, support farmers on efficient use of fertilizer, and provide strategies for sustaining soil management. With its headquarters in Abuja, it has the responsibility of conducting research on processes involved in the efficient management of soil nutrients and water, identifying improved soil management methods and technology, exchanging and disseminating information, as well as collaborating with universities of agriculture and research organizations within and outside the country, developing and maintaining database on soil science and soil scientists in the country. NISS has zonal offices across the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. The Southwest office is located at the Institute of Agricultural Research and Training, IBADAN. Southeast, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. South-South, University of Uyo. Northwest, Osman Danfodio University, Sokoto. Northeast, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Bauchi. North Central, Federal University of Technology, Minna. The zonal offices are charged with the mandate of conducting the institute's activities at the grassroots level. What has NISS been doing in the Southwest Zonal Office?
Well, as a zonal office, we are to disseminate the policies which the NISS nationally has put in place at the grassroots, starting from the states to the local government and to individual farmers. I want to say that in the case of promotion of sustainable soil management in Nigeria, Southwest is working on that according to what the NISS headquarters gave us as assignment. And likewise, NISS generally has a 5-year strategic action plan, which the Southwest Zonal Coordinator is the chairman of one of the working groups for NISS on promotion of sustainable soil management in Nigeria for agricultural development. I want to say that we are working on that, and we are also to advise and encourage the enforcement of laws on high quality soil for agricultural production. In this case, we are trying to liaise with the commissioners for agriculture to tell them of what NISS is into as regard quality soil management in the country. And very soon some laws will be enacted, from nationally concerning this, that they should be prepared, that they enforce such laws when the laws come. At the same time, we are to encourage stakeholders as regard how to manage soil degradation in the country, so that our agricultural production will be developed as we want it to feed the nation.
Well, the Nigerian Institute of Soil Science, which kicked off about 4 years ago, is part of the initiative of Soil Science Society of Nigeria to ensure that soil degradation in Nigeria is addressed. At current rate, the rate of soil degradation in Nigeria is escalating. And if nothing is done about it, soil is one of the non-renewable resources. And if nothing is done to address soil degradation, we will have nothing to leave to the generation coming behind us. So because of this, NISS is there to address the problem of soil degradation, teaching farmers to manage their soils, scientists also to carry experiments and experiment to address soil degradation, which is very germane if you are talking about food security. In Southwest, tell us that we have enough resources in Southwest to address food security.
How does the Institute carry out its activities in the Southwest region of the country?
But NISS is not working alone, and it doesn't have all the instruments to carry out our functions. We rely on the agricultural development programs in the states that constitute the Southwest region. The state's ADP are there with which we collaborate fully in agricultural development, most especially in sustainable soil management. So we liaise with them before we operate in any of the states we are into. All the states are viable in the case of ADPs working with farmers, and as a result we have started working with Lagos State and Oyo State fully, whereby we've carried out some projects, and they were very active in participating on the projects, and we were successful in the past 2 years. The projects will now be extended to other states. Partially, we've started with Osun State. We now want to go to Ogun, Ekiti, and Ondo State on that project. And you know, you bring projects to the people, that's when you become active with them. It's not just a matter of telling them stories. We've organized seminars, conferences, working with these people. We trained some farmers, we trained some extension agents on soil management projects, most especially on problematic soils, how they can manage sustainably problematic soils in their areas. That's what we've done.
Yes, as part of the coordinating team, I've featured in the management of problematic soils in Lagos State and also in Osun State. In Lagos State, we introduced to the farmers how to improve acid soils using liming agents. That is what we call organic lime, calcium oxide. We taught them and demonstrated on the field the rates, the time of application, and the kind of soil to apply it to, the kind of pH where that will be effective. Also the use of organic manure, fortified organic manure in ameliorating degraded soils, because most of our soils are depleted of nutrients because of year in, year out, long-term cultivation, and yield were low on these soils. So we taught the farmers how to increase their yield by proper management of the soils. And the soils in Lagos are very acidic, so that's what called for the use of liming agents. And also the organic manure serve as also liming agent. Once the pH of a soil increases, the nutrient availability to crops will also increase, and the farmers testify to the effectiveness of the treatment and the training that we have conducted for them. The same thing happened in Osun State. In collaboration with OCP, NISS, we carry out some experiment and also train the farmers on how to manage their soils sustainably, and we have been having their testimony rolling in to the office.
I'm one of the beneficiaries of demo because they did in my farm, and but we enjoyed the program. In fact, where we did the demo, you can see the good result of this program.
How many projects have been carried out by the Southwest Zonal Office of NISS?
In the past 2 years, we have worked on 2 major projects. Although the projects were almost similar, but one project was sponsored by NISS, Nigerian Institute of Soil Science. Another project was sponsored by OCP Africa, in collaboration with NISS. We've gone to establish on-farm demonstration plots on 21 sites in Oyo State, 15 sites in Lagos State, where although not all of them were successful, but we had about overall 16 sites successful. So I want to say that these are the major projects carried out so far in these two states. As fund is being provided according to OCP Africa, we are going to extend this same project in other states in southwestern Nigeria. This project on problematic soils is also being carried out in other zones, in other remaining 5 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. And we are working together, exchanging ideas, exchanging results, exchanging information between one another. In Oyo State, we have Avigio local government, we have Ido local government, we have Isheyin local government. We worked in 7 local governments in Oyo State. And in Lagos State, only 2. Others were not successful in Lagos because of land use problem in that state. And not only that, flood was a major problem when the demonstration plots were being established. And the land grabbing agents problems were also there. So that's why we recorded, low success in Lagos State as regard establishment of our trials. Osun State is the NISS project we carried to Osun State. To be sincere, only 3 sites were established. One was ravaged by cattle, the other one by mismanagement by farmers. Only 1 site gave us very good results in Osun State. However, we were not yet to go to Osun State. It's only NISS that extended its project to that state. We believe, as we did in Oyo State, establishing about 21, that means in 7 local governments, we are going to do that in other remaining states of southwestern Nigeria.
How important are these projects to the development of agriculture in Nigeria?
Well, that project which we are carrying out in all these states are germane to development of agriculture in Nigeria. That's why when you establish your project, you have to carry along the stakeholders. And our major stakeholders are the farmers and extension agents. So we've organized several workshops for them, on this topical issue, protection and management of problematic soils in Nigeria. And we've carried them along with good agronomic practices, which are very essential in crop production. We've carried out up to 5 seminars or workshops, pre-inception workshop, to intimate them of what we want to do on the establishment of our projects. And during the project, we call them for another seminar to let them see what we need from them and how far are they going with like midterm review. So, and we also call them for other topical issues like climate smart agriculture, which is also very germane in the agricultural development in the world. And they were satisfied with it. These seminars were successful. And lastly, we carried out the roundup of the project, whereby they gave reports. We examined the report before we write our final reports to NISS headquarters in Abuja.
Southwest Zonal Office trained farmers and ADP representatives on the use of soil testing kits on how to test soil fertility components.
Soil is a storehouse for plant nutrients, and we need to know what the soil is keeping in the store. Also, soil can be sick and may not be able to support cropland growth.
Okay, you see alkaline or 7.5? Okay.
7.5 is slightly alkaline. 8 is medium alkaline.
The participants after the training were shared into groups to practice what they have learned during the training and also have group discussions to enlighten themselves and share ideas about the use of soil testing kits. NISS, in collaboration with OCP Africa, carried out demonstration trial on problematic soil in southwest Nigeria.
Táǹpẹ̀ ní NISS, àwa àti àwọn NISS ni, àwa àti àwọn OCP ni a jọ ń ṣe ìwádìí. Ohun tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ká máa ṣe ni pé a fẹ́ kí àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa wọ́n máa ṣe àṣejèrè.
Conducted on-farm demonstration on integrated management approach, liming materials and use of tolerant crops of soil acidity.
CP thought it wise that to introduce lime to farmers, they have to be carried along, and as a result, lime is effective in ameliorating acid soil, and you may not be able to apply it alone because of the powdery nature of the material. Therefore, there could be intention of a formulation that will consist of lime, NPK, and patrimonial at the end of the day.
Inception workshop was organized by OCP and NISS to sensitize stakeholders on disseminating innovation and technologies for managing problematic acidic and saline soils in Nigeria. The projects were carried out in 12 states, 2 states per geopolitical zone, while Lagos and Oyo states in southwest Nigeria were selected for the trial. The project monitoring team, including council members headed by the president and chairman of council of NISS, and farmers were interviewed on the field.